So welcome guys. Cool. All right, welcome guys to like week 2 of the junior coding class. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to log back into the Scratch website so you guys can follow along with what I'm doing. So I'll put the link in chat for the website you're supposed to go to. That's scratch.mit.edu. And last lesson you guys should have already like made accounts. So if you guys could like log back in, that would be good. So I'll just give you guys like a few minutes to do that. And if you have any issues, just raise your hand in Zoom and let me know. So if you need to remember how to log in, I'll just sign up for you. So you just click sign in so once you're in the website, just click on sign in on the top right. Like pick whatever like username you signed on with, and then just like type in your password. Like Okay, can everyone give me a thumbs up react if you managed to log in already? All right, Charlie, you have a question? Yes, you have a question? No, okay, I'll just lower your hand up. Alicia?
How do you get on? I have no idea what I'm doing.
How do you get on? So basically, first thing you should do is like open like a web browser and then go to this website that I linked in chat at scratch.mit.edu, and like if you haven't made an account before, you should make an account. If you have, just log in.
And also, what's the password?
Oh, you need to like, if you haven't made an account before, you need to make an account and like make up your own password.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
What was the website again?
Website. I don't know what the website.
What was the website address again?
I'll put it in chat. 1 second. So
Yeah. Okay.
So scratch.mit.edu.
18 equal.
Yeah, cool. Everyone, have most people managed to log in now? So just thumbs up or active if you managed to log in. Okay. Yeah, so yeah, if you still haven't made an account and you haven't managed to log in already, just do that. For now, I'm going to move on. So I'm going to create a new Scratch project with Create. So when you click Create, you should be given this canvas here. And if you remember from last week, from last week, we basically introduced a few basic blocks. We introduced like how to make your character, this cat here, move and turn and go to positions and rotate. So today, our topic is to go through more motion blocks. So even more motion blocks. So we're going to use more of these blue blocks here, not just move, but also like glide, how to like point your character in like a specific direction, how to get it to sort of bounce off the edges and stuff like that. Cool. And also, if you remember from last class, you can actually change like what character you're using as well. So this is a cat, but you can also choose anything else. So last time we used like a cat and a bat, but you can also do stuff like this butterfly over here. So I'm just gonna use this butterfly. I'll delete this cat for now. So yeah, we have a butterfly right here. And yeah. And basically, if you remember, I'll just reintroduce like what happens when you use the move block. So for control, so every program starts with like a control as to like how to trigger the program to start. So I'm going to use when flag clicked to make the butterfly move, the program start when the flag with this flag on the top right here is clicked. And for movement, we have like move 10 steps, and you can see that if you click this flag, this butterfly will move 10 steps forward, and forward here is to the right. If you choose like a bigger number and you press like enter like this and you click it again, it will move 100 steps to the right, which is even bigger step. So yeah, that is how you do movements. But the thing with this is you can't really make it move very smoothly this way, because like it always sort of moves in like really, really big steps. So if you want to like move it over and over again in smaller steps, you need to like use a loop. Now, can someone tell me, has someone used like loops in programming before? Can anyone tell me what that is? Yeah, Cecilia? You gotta unmute yourself.
I forgot to change his name. It's Johnny.
Okay.
Sorry.
Right. Okay.
Also, loops make it be done the amount of times that it's looped, or you can also get a forever loop, which just keeps on going.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's right. So yeah, loops basically make programs do something like over and over again, either like a limited number of times, or you can have forever loops, which make the program like do it like forever until you stop the entire program. So I'm going to get this to like move a bit smoother using a loop. Yeah, and by the way, if you need to like delete blocks, you can just sort of like click drag them off, or you can right click and press delete. So the loops should be under control. So there's two different types of loops here. There is repeat and there is forever. So if you use repeat, then anything inside that you put inside this block will happen again, like the number of times that you tell it to. So if you want it to move 10 steps 10 times, you put this here, and I'll just move this. If you need to, by the way, like reset the position of your butterfly, just like click and drag it across the canvas. So yeah, I'll just click this flag, and you can see that what happens is it moves 10 steps 10 times, and because it's like a much smaller set of steps, it looks a lot smoother. You can actually make it look a bit smoother if you repeat it more times and use a smaller step size. Sort of like that. Oh, by the way, if your butterfly falls off your page, just like click, find the edge of it and click and drag it back. All right, cool. Oh yeah, by the way, so last lesson I introduced the go-to block and the point in direction block. So go-to, make sure that your butterfly will make your butterfly go to the exact sort of position that you tell it to go to. So if you want it to always start in the same place, you can tell it to go there at the start. So you don't need to keep on like clicking and dragging it back where it was before. So now this will always start in the same place. Okay, I think Oliver just asked in chat, yeah, how you change the character. You can use this animal icon here on the bottom right to choose a character from this menu. Yeah, and I can show you what happens if instead of a repeat block, you use like a forever block. It actually just does the movement forever. So if I use this and forever and move, it will not stop moving to the right. Well, it actually will because it will end up getting off the page. But yeah, is everyone following this so far? Yeah, cool. All right. Yep. So if you don't want it to get stuck on the end of the page, what you can do is that so basically we have this block under motion which says if on edge, bounce. So this means that so inside this forever block, this means the butterfly will move 10 steps forever, and then after moving 10 steps, it will check, am I on an edge? And if it is on an edge, it will sort of bounce off the edge. So I can show you what that looks like. Let's go. And it will actually, every time it hits an edge now, it will like just flip over like this. Yeah, and if you want to move faster, you can also do stuff like change the step size for the movement to make it move this fast, which is extremely fast. But yeah. Yep. So there's a bunch of other things you can do. Like can anyone tell me what you can do to stop the butterfly when the butterfly hits an edge? You want it to bounce off, but you don't want it to flip upside down every time. Jania? Nope, never mind. Okay. So there's this other block over here called set rotation style, which I would do outside the loop because this happens sort of first. So rotation style left to right means that, so basically it will stay like, this will not flip up and down anymore when it hits an edge. And also, like with the go-to button, the way you can set like an initial position, you can also set like an initial rotation direction, because now that this thing is upside down, I have to like rotate it back around again to get it to like be in its normal position. So this is a bit annoying. So I'm going to use the point in direction block to say I want this to point 90 degrees here, like directly right at the start of the program. So I'm just going to click this flag again, and now whenever this hits an edge, this should not flip upside down anymore. Oh, that's very fast. I will 10 steps. Now we have left, right. It doesn't flip over. I think someone in chat, like Melissa, wrote that the costumes, that is too, whenever you, in the sprite menu, you actually have the choice to like, to actually sort of paint your character and like to like make it different colors, but we'll go through that later. Yeah, anyway, so there are actually two different types of movement. You can see in the motion section, we don't just have move just makes it go forward in like whatever direction this is pointing. Like, for example, oh yeah, if you wanted to point this in a different direction other than 90 degrees, you can make it bounce sort of back and forth to like the corners as well. I'll show you what that looks like. So I'll make this 135 degrees and I'll just make it go, and you can see that it just kind of bounces back and forth, sort of like a screensaver, like this. And if you didn't have set rotation style, like if you didn't have set rotation style, this would actually flip over every time it did a corner. So, oh, I think this is because well, anyway, if you point it in like a sort of diagonal direction, it will like bounce around and sort of diagonally. And every time it hits an edge, it will sort of go the exact opposite way to what it was going before. Set rotation style back to make sure it doesn't flip upside down. So we don't just have move, we have also glide. So glide instead of move, glide makes it, you can see that instead of a step size, it has a like a duration, like number of seconds to actually make it go somewhere. So glide actually, so how glide works is that you pick like a position for it to go to, and it will sort of slowly kind of move towards that position. So instead of just saying move forward or move in, it's like slowly move towards somewhere. So if you make it, instead of move 10 steps, you make it glide for like, 5 seconds to a random position, it will, so it will pick like a random position somewhere on this canvas, and it will sort of slowly, it will move towards it for 5 seconds, then it will pick another position and then move towards that for 5 seconds. So you can make it sort of move all around the page like that. Just click. I'll just click this to show you what this looks like, and you can see it's sort of just picking random directions to go to for like 5 seconds at a time. Yeah, and unlike with move, you can sort of pick the step size it goes to every time. With glide, it has a sort of fixed step size, so you can't really make this go any faster. If you do this for 1 second, it's going to change directions more often. You can see when it bounces off a wall, it actually moves a little bit faster. So yeah, does anyone have any questions about the movement blocks and everything so far? Just raise your hand if you have any questions or you struggling to follow along.
Alicia have a question. You unmute.
I can't catch up. It's too fast. I have to turn on apps too fast. It's just hard.
Okay. I was saying it's like, did you follow along with the first lesson?
Yeah, but I couldn't really do will type much on Zoom.
Oh, okay. So what have you got so far? Like, what have you?
What you have?
I'm just saying, where are you stuck? Like, where can't you understand so far?
Should we request two screen? Because at the moment we only have one screen, so a bit hard for us. So do you reckon that we should look at the screen that you're showing us, or we're on our one and just miss it? Because we only have one monitor.
Okay. Okay. If you only have one monitor, I think you should. I think you should like look at what I'm doing first and then try and follow along afterwards. Actually, I can give you like a few minutes to actually. I also zoom in my screen so that you can see a bit better. But yeah, I'll give you guys a few minutes now to kind of sort of follow what I've made. But yeah, if you can have like two things on screen at the same time, that would be useful. But if you can't, just follow along with this. And also keep in mind that these lectures are recorded, so you can also view them later as well. But yeah, I'll give you guys a few minutes to like sort of follow. Okay. Chloe, you have any questions?
No, I just want to make a point that we also had that struggle with the one screen, but the way to do it is actually to join Zoom on your mobile, maybe the grown-up mobile, and then use the browser to log into Scratch on the bigger screen that you're working on. So you can join Zoom on the mobile and project it on the TV or whatever. If you have a, if you have a Google Home or whatever. Yeah, basically like a screencast. So that's how we did it.
Yeah, that also works. If you have multiple devices or a phone, that can also work.
That's a great idea, actually. If you got an iPad, even better. But if not, yeah, just mobile device for Zoom, laptop for Scratch. That's great.
Yeah, cool. So how's everyone following along like so far? Good, cool. Yeah, all right. So right, so now I'm going to make a second character and I just want to reiterate the difference between move and glide. So glide sort of smoothly moves the butterfly from like one place to another for a few seconds, while like move, you can define like the step size and sort of suddenly move the butterfly like several steps at a time. But yeah, now I'm going to like make a second butterfly. I'm choose a sprite down here. I make another butterfly. Oh, and also you can, as I mentioned last lesson, you can actually change like the costume, so you can actually change the color. I'm going to do that so it looks a bit different. Meredith, you had a question?
So
Okay, so now we have two butterflies, and like with last lesson, you have a separate program for each butterfly. So when you click on butterfly 1 versus butterfly 2, you get like completely different programs. So butterfly 2 should be blank now. But yeah, so now we can have a completely different sort of way of moving, and we can kind of compare like ways of moving. So I think last lesson I mentioned, like, I actually showed you guys like how to make a character like move in a circle. Like, does anyone remember how I did that? Just raise your hand if you remember. Notice? Okay, Toby.
Oh, I thought you said put your hand up if you remember from. Oh, never mind. Because I thought you said put your hand up if you remember something from last week.
Yeah, like, oh, okay. So I was gonna ask specifically if you remembered how to make stuff move in a circle.
Oh yeah. Well, I do remember that as well, because to put in a circle, you need to get the turn degrees block, and then you put that in the forever, and then also put an amount of steps in the forever as well, and then it should go forever.
Yeah, that's pretty much right. So to make something move in a circle, it needs to sort of be continuously turning around, right? Like the same number of degrees. So that's actually right. So we have turns. So the number of degrees, so you have to turn a certain number of degrees. It doesn't have to be 15. The number of degrees actually just and the number of steps in the move block actually just determines like how big your circle is. But yeah, that's pretty much right. Yeah, good job. Okay, so I'll just do that now. And I'll add the control block. It's actually an event block, so when this is clicked, and it's clicked, forever move 10 steps and turn 15 degrees. So we have this, and if you make it like a bigger step size, like 50 steps, it will make a bigger circle. But it'll move very fast as well. This is a smaller circle. If you make it less degrees, it will make a bigger circle. So 15 degrees is like a quite tight circle. 10 degrees is about this much. Yeah, and similar to like this one, you know how set rotation style means that like you can make something rotate, but while making it like sort of face the same way all the time. So set rotation style, if you set it to be like left to right, then this will always sort of face the same way. Or this will face like in the left right direction pretty much no matter where it's actually turning. That's how you make something move in a circle without it sort of facing like the direction it's going all the time. Actually, there's two different types of set rotation style. Well, there's a few different types. There's like left, right, and there's actually don't rotate and stuff like that. You can experiment with like what each of these do. Left, right is quite similar to don't rotate. So you can just sort of click around and see what it does. You can make circles of different sizes. And also don't forget, you can sort of change up the backdrop as well. Using like the bottom right button. So for this one, I think I use blue sky. Or butterflies can be on this little landscape here. Oh yeah, that's basically the yeah, it's like the basics of all the movement blocks now. So we know move, turn, how to go to positions, which sort of warps it around, and how to like make things glide. Kinder wrote like they made like a circle background so the butterfly spins like exactly on a circle. Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, is everyone following along so far? Okay, I'll just make a third butterfly for fun here. This one I'll demonstrate how to like I'll just make a different color again. This one can be like light blue down here. Oh, do you have a question?
Yes. I forgot how to make another thing in the picture.
Okay, so basically, you can see my screen, right?
Yep.
Yep, so at the bottom right down here is like this button with like a plus sign and an animal face that says choose a sprite. So you click on that and then you sort of pick something from here, like for this one, I'll pick a bat and then this will appear here.
Oh,
Answer your question? And if you want to delete one, you can just click this trash, you can click on this and click the trash icon here.
okay.
Cool. Okay, Scarlett, you have a question?
Can you zoom in?
I'm already zoomed in, but like even more,
That's good.
like this amount?
Yep.
Okay, cool. All right, so my third butterfly. So remember what the go to button does? Go to makes it sort of like just sort of magically warp to a position. So when you can use like X or Y coordinates. So random position, similar, I'll put like a sort of forever loop. So this keeps going to random positions. So if I click this button, this will just appear everywhere really, really fast. Actually, to make this not fly around so fast, I'll add like a wait block for wait 1 second. So every time it goes to a different position, it'll like wait 1 second where it is before it starts moving again. So I click this, and this one just will appear in random spots on the screen now. So this is different to like what we had before with like the first butterfly where we use glide instead of move. So glide to a random position would make it move smoothly to that position, whereas go to just makes it sort of magically appear there immediately. Yeah, that's most of the different types of movement you can have. You can also have move towards like a mouse pointer. So now if you do this, like wherever you point your mouse, it will just go there, which is neat. So something like this might be useful for, so if instead of using go to, we used glide. So you can be like glide for 1 second, like 2 seconds to your mouse pointer. Oops. So if you do this, it will actually follow your mouse wherever you put it. So if I move this up here, it will slowly move up here. So that's how you get the butterfly to follow your mouse. Yeah, so we have like 3 butterflies now doing like 3 different movements. Butterfly 1 is, butterfly 1 is like gliding towards random positions and then bouncing off the edges. Butterfly 2 is moving in a circle, and butterfly 3 follows wherever your mouse goes. Yeah, does anyone have any questions? Yeah. So yeah, I'm gonna give you guys like a few minutes to actually experiment around with like how to make butterflies move in different ways. And and also Kinder, would you be interested in like showing maybe sharing your screen and showing people what your circular butterfly looks like? Yeah, cool. Okay, I will stop my screen sharing and I'll turn on the screen share. So Kinder, do you want to show everyone your butterfly? Just click on share screen. I will unmute you. Okay.
Okay, I'll share my screen.
Okay. Do you? Yeah, I did just allow everyone to share their screen, but could anyone who isn't Kinder not share their screen right now?
Okay, I'll share my screen.
Not share their screen at the same time. Oh. Yeah, cool. Nice. So like your circle is like the exact size of what the butterfly is moving in. That's pretty cool. And so you have like 2 different kinds of butterflies as well. Did you use like the costume sections to sort of like paint the lines in? Yeah, that's cool. All right.
Okay.
I'll stop you sharing now.
Okay.
Okay. So it's getting a bit messy. All right. I'm gonna turn off screen sharing now. Yeah. Oh, Will asked in chat, I was supposed to be using the butterfly. No, you don't have to use the butterfly. You can use any character you want, really. I just use butterflies because because I'm kind of making them fly around. But. Yeah, it's pretty much most of the moving blocks you can use. Oh yeah. there's also these other blocks like set X and set Y, which like sets individual like X and Y coordinates. So that's pretty similar to like GoTo, except you're only changing like horizontally or vertically at one time. So it's not that useful. So yeah, that is most of the ways you can do stuff. Oh yeah, one other thing I probably should show you guys is that like you know, it's like when these butterflies overlap, there's like an order where some are in front of each other and some are behind. You can actually set that. So I can say that like butterfly 1 should be like behind everybody. I say using this. So go to back layer. So instead of being in front of everybody, if I put start, it will actually be behind everything. That's something to think about when you're using like multiple characters on a single program. That shows like in front. Yeah, please don't spam chat, by the way. Okay, so, all right, so if everyone can stop trying to share their screen at the same time, like, you know, if everyone can stop trying to share their screen at the same time, some of you guys can share more about what you have. So,
Sorry.
Yep.
Vanessa, I think Will want to share the screen. Will, can you please? Only Will can share the screen, nobody else.
yeah, please.
We take turns.
Yeah, I'll check the share screen box now so that like Will can show a screen, and please only Will show the screen. Otherwise, I'll have to turn it off again because yeah, I can't just let everyone show the screen at the same time.
Will, can you try to share the screen? Will and then Lara.
Yeah.
Okay, good job, Will. That's very cute.
Yeah, thank you.
It's like flying cats.
Yeah.
That's very cute.
Yeah.
Let me see what you do.
Okay, so who's going next? Lara?
Lara, yes.
Yeah.
Yes, Lara can share.
Yeah, so like lots of flying butterflies, one circle, one bouncing around, and lots of interesting colors as well. That's cool. Did you manage? You turned your pointer into like a watermelon as well. That's cute.
Anyone else? Background, okay. Background, can you share? Please, only background can share the screen. Nobody else, please. Background.
Yeah, can you share the screen or are
You know how to
trouble?
share the screen? Okay,
Okay.
then we have to move on. All right. There's a share screen button right in the bottom.
Yeah, it should be on
Middle.
the bottom in the middle.
There
of
will
your
be a
Zoom
share
program.
screen option. You click on that, you should be able to do it.
Hmm. Oh, yeah, if you can't figure out. Oh, okay. That's cool.
Oh,
You have a flying taco as well. All going around in circles.
is it a taco flying or something?
Yeah, it's a flying taco.
It's a flying taco. You make me hungry. Come on.
Yeah,
I can't
Right
catch
on.
my taco.
yeah. Or a city nightscape.
Chinatown. That's not good. Minus
Yeah.
2 points for the taco. All right, well
It's
done.
it's not an upside down taco. If it was the other way
Ah.
around, it would just like fall, all the fillings would fall
No,
out.
it's not an upside down taco. It's a correct side taco.
Yeah.
All right, that's good. I think that's got 10 more minutes.
Yeah. So yeah, we're about 10 more minutes and oh. Anyway, I think I'll turn screen sharing off for now. Yeah, I think as
We should
Alfie
move on.
Yeah, should move on. So I'll just share my screen again. But yeah, as Alfie just showed before, by the way, you can not just glide towards random positions, but you can also make things glide towards other things. So for example, you can make one of your butterflies like glide towards one of your other butterflies. So if you have butterfly 1 here, butterfly 2 is the one doing the circles, 3 is the one following your pointer. If you glide for 1 second towards like butterfly 2, this should, I'll just check this out, but I think it should also move like kind of in a circle as well. Well, not quite. Butterfly 1, it's not quite moving in a circle, but it's sort of adjusting position. Mine is moving very slowly in a sort of straight line circle, or sort of almost like a hexagon or something. But yeah, you can make characters like follow your other characters or actually other objects on screen as well. Right. Now, does someone just raise their hands? No one? Okay. Yeah, if anyone wants to ask a question, just raise your hand in Zoom. I'll find you. Okay, Kinder, what's your question?
So I wanted to ask, in my coding, it's gone crazy. One of the sprites are going everywhere.
Oh, everywhere. Maybe you can share your screen and show me what you have so I can see what you have.
Okay.
Yeah. Only Kinder share the screen. Okay. Okay, so which thing is moving everywhere?
Pardon?
Oh, so which of your sprites is moving everywhere? Is it the balloon?
The balloon, yeah.
Okay, so yeah, so that is basically, you can see that what blocks you have there is like when you click forever, it goes to every, like a random position means it just picks any position randomly on screen every time it goes through that loop and it just appears there. Yeah. So if you don't want to do that, you should use like a different motion block. Instead of go to random position, you should make it go somewhere else. Or you can make it wait for 1 second, and then you can see that it doesn't go, it waits every time it moves to a random position. So if you click the green flag, it will, so every 5 seconds, then it will actually move somewhere.
Oh,
Yeah, it's just waiting 5 seconds between warping to a different place. But if you don't want that kind of movement, you can use move, or you can use glide.
like is glide,
So under motion, yeah, you have glide for, glide for 1 second, or you can use move. But so delete go to random position.
oh, okay.
Just put all of them back. Yeah, that will also work. Yep. Yeah, just click on that again. And this will sort of smoothly glide to a random place for 1 second at a time.
Okay, that helped. Thank you.
Yeah. Cool. Okay, cool. Did anyone else have any questions? Just raise your hand if you do. Okay, if no one has any more questions, I'll share my screen again. And oh yeah, one other thing you can do if you want to kind of sort of make another character that does the same thing one of your old characters did is instead of just using plus, you can actually use duplicate, which makes an exact copy of what that character looks like, and also what it does. So if you've already made something move in a circle and you want another thing to also move in a circle, then you can also click like duplicate, and it will make something that looks the same and has exactly the same program. So these two are the same. That's like one easy way of like copying something you've already done. So like this can actually like say move in like a bigger circle than the other one. Yeah. If you want it to be like less confusing, you can also like make them different colors after you've duplicated them. But yeah, that's just a shortcut. But yeah, that should be about it for motion. Next lesson we'll go into like sounds and other effects as well, so you can actually make your characters like make noises, and also they can also like, and also they have the ability to like sense things as well. But yeah, we'll do that next time. Someone else how many minutes? We have about like 3 minutes to go. But yeah, I might just show an example of like what adding a sound effect something looks like. So I'll just put it at the start before the loop here. That's if you add play sound over here, this will like play one pop sound just once. And there's also like other sounds you can make it do as well. But yeah. And like if you do it in a loop, it will actually like, this will probably be a little bit annoying, but like if you put the sound effect inside the loop, it will play every time the loop plays. So it will sort of do it constantly. Like if you do it here, it will actually play the pop sound like every 1 second. This isn't the forever loop. But if you get annoyed with that, just delete the block. Right, does anyone have any more questions? Callum?
I've done this a couple of times at school, and I know how to like make it rotate different ways, and also how to make it like turn a different way. So if it's facing that way, I know how to make it go that way.
Okay. Cool. Did you want to like show anything or why you make it do that?
You have to go into customs.
Okay, I mean like screen share. I mean,
Oh,
I'll stop my.
I can't because
Oh, I'll
Unless-
just allow it. There we go. Okay. Can you share a screen?
Yeah.
We don't have much time left though. We have about less than 1 minute. That's
all you have to do is to go into customs and you can just make it go, grab this, and then it can go that way.
okay. Yeah, it's getting to the end of the lesson now. So yeah, hope you guys had fun and learn how to like move your characters in all different ways. Yeah.
I think time is up, everyone. I hope you enjoy something, and don't make taco during dinner time. Make me hungry. All right, I hope you head off for the dinner soon. Thank you. Bye for now.
Okay, see ya.
Bye.
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 Bye.